kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game.
Texas.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. He stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Bears the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down and more. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. He makes the catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 33.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Now rolling to the left. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some go-hard.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Great work to make the play in the backfield, and it puts them right back where they started this series. It's 3rd and 10.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Snagged in the middle. It's Bennett. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
We'll start this second quarter with a field goal attempt. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-9.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Building momentum, picking up the chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly, and that wide receiver's going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback...
It's running room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The 18 unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Finds his man. It's Brown.
Well, not a lot the defense could do on that play. They got to crawl out, and they're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's going for it all. He holds it in, and nobody's close.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense calls a timeout to put together a strategy. Going to swing it on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harbor. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Looking to the big tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He makes a grab. And he lets go. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll start to return inside the spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. He'll try to do it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical.
Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He might want another play. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And you'll have to be precise from the left hash in this short angle. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. The Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? Doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example.
It's a seam wide open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the play.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to put my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second.
Running on the Jets. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive.
Texas.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. And to get rid of it quickly. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Now on second down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's knocked down.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make third down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again, might the offense go back to handing it off to their explosive playmaker at the running back position?
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's down at the 38.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does this guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
You know, the best free safeties I ever played against were the ones that just have a sixth sense. It's like they know where the ball is going, and they can just bait the quarterback into trying to make throws that they never have a chance of making. That's what that guy did right there. He baited the QB into a bad decision and made him pay.
To the ground with the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
It'll be third and long. Got it, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Longhorn! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
So nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And with the extra point, it's 21-13. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Chunked it away just as he was hit. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air on second down. He turns that loose down the right side.
And man, he had nobody around him. That's got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Looking to throw on first down. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack.
South Carolina, 13.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Unleashes it. Got his man. There he goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
This quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Oh, they're after him. Keeps it. Turning it on. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. defense getting set on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Complete. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The penalty on the defense, but they don't really give up much ground. There's not much to lose this close to the end zone. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it one more yard to get it in. He's looking to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On the option. Now the pitch. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Got his man on the right. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the 4th.
Lots of pressure. You've got to love the way your offense handles business. Down on the goal line, two-point situation. You tie the game if you get it. They do. And now we're going to the wire.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Texas! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Fights off the defender. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Fires on the move. It's caught.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
From the gun, the ground game. He's loose. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's one they're going to regret trailing late.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. To the air, it's Sellers. Keeps looking downfield. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down, full quarter. Need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
They go to the ground. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
You got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Massive score. Now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy. Nice job. A 2-point conversion, we win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? You want to go for it? It's your decision.
And they're going to go for 2 and try to decide it right now. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. So a drive there of 82 yards. And what a huge scoring extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Catch in the middle. It's Winston. The offense uses a timeout. 20 ticks remaining.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes wants to. He is a versatile back.
To the air, it's Manning. Under fire. It's a big stride inside the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Quarterback may change this route. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Bunch formation for these receivers. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Got room to work. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to 25.
Running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground, and getting upfield.
You're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Steps away. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they score first here in overtime. That score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll move the tight end. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. Got room on the return. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away here, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Rich Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA.
Folks, to Hard Rock Stadium, the home of the Dolphins here in Miami, Florida. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. Eventually the offense will take over. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Back to pass. It's Sellers. Gets rid of it on the move. Short connection to the tight end here. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
The Gamecocks hustle to the line to run that hurry up.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
Tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Looks left and finds his target there. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught near the sticks. Smith. They can't stop him. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. First down and more. He's still running.
Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Stop quickly after the catch, but it's first and goal now at the 7. And the Gamecocks come to the line with first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. It's a second and goal play for the offense. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of a play. The offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Took contact on the throw. It'll be broken up in the end zone. That's a great play.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
Men kick right down the middle. You can't hit it any better than that. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So from the 18-yard line, it's second and long. Off play action, he's looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried the throw that time.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Oh, that one's picked off. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work the 4-4.
Well, a mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back in cover 3, the center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
They'll try a pass here. And that one falls incomplete. That'll do it for quarter number 1. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Handoff here from the shotgun. The Gamecocks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. To the air, it's Sellers. On the move now. And he'll weave the ball deep down that right side. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense threatening now, first and goal. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. The turn begins inside the 10. He steps out to the 29. That's where they'll begin the drive. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Off the play fake on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Miller. Breaking tackles and going. They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46. Okay, we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. From the shotgun, drops back, moves out of the pocket. And he slings it deep back to the left side. That one falls incomplete. The receiver was wide open. What a missed opportunity. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Looking to throw. It's Simpson. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Looking to chuck it again. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Could take it all the way. Inside the 40. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Try to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. He shreds the tackle. They've got him behind the line. The option fools no one.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And he'll drop back here on third down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. Talk about putting up points before halftime, and then really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now they pick up. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. So here we go. The first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Scanning the field. It's Simpson. and it's incomplete. Tried a little lob pass there, but doesn't work.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Oh, the pass rush gets home. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me, it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the second sack. They're getting after this.
He's looking deep here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
What a play by this defender to step in and swat that deep ball away.
Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on fourth and very long. Looking to scramble. Back-to-back deep shots. He's picked for a third time tonight. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Well, they come out of that